welcome to the league. This is our final episode for season 10. Hasn't it just flown by? Of course, when you're doing something you love, that's what happens. And for me, it feels like I haven't even left my lounge room. Well, I haven't, have I? Anyway, given it's our season climax, I just want to thank a range of people who make the league possible. Our brilliant producers, our wonderful team of writers, hosts, correspondents and editors, also RMI TV, Channel 31, my mother, my partner, and most importantly, you, the audience. The Leak is a product of volunteers selflessly giving their time, energy, and imagination. What a wonderful cocktail of education, entertainment, and creativity. It moves me to tears to share in the magnanimity. Sorry, just getting a phone call. This is kind of rude of me, isn't it? Hello? Uh-huh. No. What? No way. Well, it is my sad duty to inform you all that the leak has been cancelled. Sorry. I've been assured that it has nothing to do with low ratings or an array of one-star reviews from such luminaries as Scotty M, The Fry, Danny Andy, Gladys BK, or even Dommy P, but apparently RMI TV is just headed in a new direction. Okay, cool. And let's stop a moment to focus on the fact that we started in 2015 and the league has made it to 10 seasons. 10! In that time, Labour has given us Bill Shorten and Anthony Albanese, and the Libs have given us Tony Abbott, Malcolm Turnbull and Scott Morrison. A succession of 3 different Prime Ministers, even though the party itself has never been ousted from power. You inspired yet? Because being in the creative space during a Liberal government is sort of like taking a walk in space without a helmet. You're trying to grasp for something magnificent while you're choking. Anyway, that doesn't mean that we don't reach for the pinnacle. And despite operating quite frugally here at the League, despite having to function during lockdown after lockdown, we've always tried to make quality television. Well, we've tried to make television. That's despite having to deal with temperamental writers. Have you ever sat in a writer's room? Oh, the writers may be informed and creative and witty and funny and garrutless and secure, but I swear they just throw in words to trip me up. The amount of times this season I've had to look up words online just to figure out what they mean and how to say them. They've already done it a million times already, 5 seconds in. I think they must have a competition to see who can get me to stumble the most during my monologues. And then there are the producers. They're awesome at whipping shapelessness into shape, and they do it with a smile and the charm of a puppy. They're so endearing and engaging and so everything, but until you wake up one day to find they've torn the crap out of the couch and the cushion stuffing is littered all over the floor like snow on Christmas morning, except we don't have snow here in Oz, so let's just say like another broken political promise showering us in disappointment and disillusionment. And then there are the editors. Let me tell you something about those editors. These people snivel and complain just because we keep them up until 3 a.m. cutting the show together. Oh, tough life. This is show business, baby. Have another coffee.
Chop on another amphetamine and keep your eyes on the prize. Keeping the star happy. Me!
And I succeed a long line of hosts, but will be the only one with the distinction of hosting the final episode. Nobody else will be able to say that. But I can't help but feel a little bit self-conscious that I started hosting the show and it immediately got cancelled. But it's not me, right? It's not me, it's not my fault. The real question now is, where will you all turn for your satire and social and current affairs, huh? The Project? Well, they could probably do with the ratings. Sean McCullough's mad as hell. Are they really as mad as they claim? The Weekly with Charlie Pickering? Whatever else RMI TV comes up with next? Or will you just forget about the news and let the world unfold outside where you sit obliviously on the couch, your concentration buried in the latest Netflix craze. Just take a moment to think about us, because for as simple and straightforward as this might all look, it's hard work. But more about that later.
Good evening, shareholders. Good evening, shareholders, and welcome to the final financial report for the leak for 2021. An exciting innovation this season has been the invention and construction of a time machine with which to transport correspondent Isaac Ma forward in time for exclusive bulletins from the future. But unfortunately, we have been so far unsuccessful in retrieving Mr. Ma from the future. He was being pursued by homicidal robot dogs.
Come for me. Oh God, no.
This has prompted Mr. Ma's parents to take legal action against the leak, the defense of which is proving to be very costly and ongoing, not to mention highly confusing, as it deals with highly complex paradoxes of time. It appears we can no longer retrieve Mr. Ma, not to mention the risk of the aforementioned canine robots discussed earlier. Having exhausted our allocated budget and needing a rapid cash injection with the minimum possible scrutiny, we turned to an independent company, Lenshark.
If you want it, if you need it, don't wait. Lenshark it!
Sadly, the exorbitant interest charged by Lenshark rapidly outstripped the expenses from which we originally contracted them for, especially since they somehow accessed RMIT's time-sensitive time travel software and are now charging us in multiple dimensions. A large proportion of staff from RMIT's scientific, legal, economic, and philosophical departments are now at work on this issue, which of course is leading to further blowouts of the salary costs and secondary and third loans from Lenshark in multiple dimensions. Fortunately, the writers, performers, and editors originally hired to work on the TV program have so far made no mandate to renegotiate their contracts. They continue to stipulate payments in beer, grocery vouchers, and exposure. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for coming, and may Lenshark bless our souls. Good night.
For the second last time ever, let me throw to a quick ad break. We are gathered here today to pay our respects to the leak. The brainchild of creators Sinead Drummond and Andrew Finaughty. You could say that the leak was born on the 27th of November 2015, when the first episode aired. Who would have thought back then that the leak would continue to grow under the auspices of RMITV and a collection of producers, writers, editors, and talent? It would be easy to disparage a small show on a small community station such as Channel 31, especially when you compare it to its bigger, badder siblings with their high-priced stars, enviable budgets, and their healthy resources. The leak had to punch above its weight or risk dribbling into obscurity. if not oblivion. And it became not only a staple of its step-parents Channel 31 and RMITV, but also a staging ground for talent to serve an apprenticeship. Pat McCaffrey, one of the writers from season 3 to season 5, went on to become a writer at Sean McAuliffe's Mad as Hell, as well as a founder of the antivirus software McCaffrey's. It just goes to show that so many of us have humble beginnings, but just because they're humble, it doesn't mean that they don't have the scope for greater rewards. Speaking for myself, I have grown so much as a host, and I'm confident that I'll be able to tackle any endeavour in the future, knowing that I have the league far, far behind me. In 2020 and 2021, the pandemic hit the creative industries hard. Many productions fell by the wayside, while others had to postpone. But the league battled on by moving into remote production. We've covered an array of topics: Australian politics, a lot, the creative arts, pandemic, climate change, technology, when karaoke goes bad, and so much more. And we did so with diligence, insight, and whimsy. Did we ask to be repaid, or celebrated, or praised? Oh yeah, some of us did, definitely, of course. But some of us just did it for the love of the work. In 2019, the league won an Antenna Award for Program of the Year, an award given out to excellence in community television. In 2021, it again won for Best Non-Factual Program. These are not small accolades, but recognition for excellence, and that's something to be proud of. It's only a short legacy, but it hangs there as an example to which we aspire. We may not always reach it, but we try. And in the end, the league is truly the best of us. And if you're not impressed by that, I will find you and I will shove this so far. But now, in their infernal wisdom, the new brains mistrust at RMITV have decided to change course. Rumour has it they've never even watched an episode, and when they were told they had a show called The Leak on their slate, they thought it was a reality show about urinals. Now they want to head in a different direction. They don't know what that direction is, they just know that the direction exists. It's sort of like aiming for the moon when you don't know which way is up. I have some ideas for them though. The Student Wants a Wife, Dream Dorm Makeover, Channel 31's Got Talent, the RMITV Factor, the Great RMITV Bake Off. Huh? Just a quick aside that you should really support community television and programs such as The League, because these fledgling talents could very well be the future of entertainment. Oh, and the writers, of course, because they have long memories. Wrong them now and you'll find yourself in their writing tomorrow. So here we are, 13th of December 2021 as I speak. It's evening and the leak is no more. If you're watching this on YouTube at some later date, I'm speaking to you from beyond the grave. 6 years running, 10 seasons gone, 73 episodes old, and the leak, sadly, slips into the digital afterlife. But looking back, what wonderful memories we have.
After 10 seasons of cutting-edge satire, we thought we'd take a look back at some of the feedback we've gotten from you, our loyal fans. We've explored a vast range of issues on the show, local, national, international, and always tried to be provocative but insightful, and witty as well. Such hard work has paid off when we get insightful, nuanced audience feedback like this. Oscar Wilde had it right when he said, the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. So I call that a win. Our Facebook live stream occasionally attracted some colourful commentary. This one comes from Facebook user by one of our writers during episode Why Isn't This Funny? They tagged the actual writer of the sketch that was running at the time they made the comment. It seems the seeds of our current day contact tracers are already being sown. Way out yonder on YouTube, There's a different vibe going on. 3 whole fire emojis, folks. Now, to be honest, I don't know what scale these fire emojis are operating on. It could be that we got 3 out of 4 fires. Could be that we got 4 out of 10. 4 out of 100? Anyway, I'm just gonna take them in the spirit they were intended. I'm not 100% sure what that is either, because emojis have a lot of connotations that I don't always understand. Each season of the league has been very different from the last. Sometimes we've gone harder on the news than the comedy. Sometimes it's been the other way around. But at the end of the day, you can't make all the people happy all of the time. Take, for example, this comment from viewer. The leak is supposed to be about serious news stories. Now it's all dumb comedy sketches that aren't funny and aren't about real issues. Yikes! Not a big comedy writer yourself, are you, mate? Wait a second. Why do I know the name? Guys setting me up? I'm gonna check my contacts. I know that name. RMITV higher up? Executive 2010 to 2020? Oh no. Oh. What have you done? Where did we get this quote from? Confidential RMITV minutes meeting? What? I can't say that on TV. Oh, I'll get 50 years in prison. You'll get the death penalty. You'll get cancelled by the kangaroo court. Think of poor Joey. Where are my memory pills? Where are my memory pills? Where? Oh, here they are. Oh, okay. Okay, one for everyone. One for everyone. Grab them. One for everyone. Oh my gosh. No cast or crew left behind. Whew. Except Isaac. But we left you forward, mate. We didn't leave you behind, so don't be complaining. Now remember, you erase the footage and then you take the pill, not the other way around. See you on the other side. I love you all, my family. Sweet League family. Sorry about that. Afternoon naps. Very unprofessional. Do you know what day it is? Is it Monday? Is Monday a real word? It is. Oh, great. What are these? Weird. All right. I'm ready to roll. After 10 seasons of cutting-edge satire, we thought it was time to take a look back at some of the feedback we've gotten from you, our loyal fans.
We will be right back for one last time after this short ad break. It is now almost officially over, but before we go, we have a few farewell messages from those who have worked on the league over the past few years.
Hey guys, my name is Andrew, and sorry not sorry, I'm one of the co-producers, co-founders of the league, season 1, 2, 3, I think, maybe 4, I can't remember. Congratulations on making it for 10 years, that's insane. I'm just so proud that I could be a custodian of the league, and all the best for the final season.
The league genuinely changed the trajectory of my life. At the time, it was the most responsibility I'd ever been given by anyone. And there's a very clear before and after point. You know, I started out as a as a lighting person, then was an associate producer, and then also series produced a season. And the show gave me the experience that I've got today in order to be the general manager of RMI TV, where I was then involved in the decision to end the league.
Goodbye, the league. I've met so many people in the course of my involvement with the show that I like. I remember at the start of this show, all it was 4 episodes, and then we had a wrap party, which is kind of like doing 10 minutes of homework and saying, I deserve a break. And back then, we didn't have lights. We had candles. And we didn't have cameras. We had cans with little pinholes in the side, and you had to spin them around really fast.
Hi everybody at The League. I want to wish you all the very best for your very last season. I had the thrill of being content producer, cast member and writer last year in the virtual world of Season 8. It's very sad that it is coming to an end, although it has launched the careers of many performers, cast members, writers and people behind the scenes, and we will all be very grateful for that. Wishing you all the very best.
My favourite thing about producing my season of The League was just the people, and they're the ones who make the show happen, and getting to work with all the crew and the cast, everyone behind the scenes in front of the camera. That is what was so special, and creating that content with them that we could all be proud of for an experience that we could all share. And just their presence was what made that whole experience worthwhile, and what I'll miss most about working on that show. But it also makes me so excited for a new show to come in and take its place, for more people to work on and have that same experience that I did when I was producing.
I've worked on season 8, 9 and 10 of The League, and it's probably been the most fun and the most time I've dedicated to a show thus far. It has been absolutely incredible, and I've loved working with so many people of different experiences and backgrounds in film. You just see such a wide range of people, and they all come together to make something just so incredible. All the seasons of The League would not be what they are without the cast and crew coming together to work with it. I firmly believe that The League has really helped my own journey and built my confidence as a filmmaker, writing, editing and producing. It's truly been an incredible experience, and I can't thank The League enough for the opportunities it's given me. So thank you, League, and I will miss you.
Goodbye, The League. Thank you for giving me and so many other people our first experiences on community television. To everyone who's worked on the show over the last 6 years, you've allowed the show to become what it has become. Well done. Finally, as one of the season 10 producers, I hope you'll forgive me for getting The League cancelled.
Goodbye, The Leak, after 10 years. I think my first involvement started with tricking a counsellor into administering me with a gay conversion therapy session, and finally it concluded when a bunch of right-wing psychopaths latched onto one of our segments on Facebook and left a series of comments culminating in me being called a left-hard cuck. So thank you to The Leak for exposing me truly to some of the worst that humanity has to offer. Bye.
Oh my god, it is now officially over, I think. Anyway, a special thanks to everyone who has worked on The League over the last 6 years, and a very, very special thank you to RMI TV and Channel 31 for supporting us for all of these years. None of this is possible without all of those volunteers and all of the days, weeks and months that they have dedicated to making The League the best show it can be. Now, it is my pleasure to say, for the last time, as the last ever host of The League, I have been your host for tonight, Maddy Weeks. Enjoy the rest of your life. Thank you so much.